Hi everyone. This week's midweek video will be a story video, but I'll also start out with a couple of housekeeping issues, also I've been told that you guys missed the birds, so I'm sitting here in front of them. And you can see one right there. Oh, now there's two right there. And you can hear the ones over there. And so I may do other videos like this, and then maybe shift around a little bit so you can see like some of the others. If I go like this, there's Lemon. And I'm totally blocking the finches. Okay, so first thing first is one of my previous videos. I was working on a jewelry set, and one of you, Emily, expressed interest in it, and so I told her I would show it once I got it all done. And so then she could then decide if that's something that, if she wanted to, that's something she wanted. So here's the completed necklace. These are, as you can see, they're about silver dollar, $half sized, a little bigger than a quarter, I guess. If I were, it's got a regular lobster claw, and so it goes down to there, at least on me. So, and of course, there. And then of course, the matching earrings, and the matching bracelet. So Emily, if you still want it, let me know and we will discuss details. I already bought a little box and packing material. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to say was I keep mentioning Wi-Fi issues. So here's the scoop on that. I have Wi-Fi through the city. It's wireless. It started out, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. They put out all these big towers all over town, and then gave us this little box to send and receive the signals. And it worked pretty well, not total reliable, but kind of a little slow. And then several years ago they switched to, they said, okay, don't use that anymore, and they handed out, we had to buy it, or lease it, handed out these little clamshell things that basically do the same thing, and then they attach little, like the old rabbit ear antennas, that's what they look like, onto on the street poles, the light poles all throughout town. And so that was, a little bit better, but so basically the same. Well, as time has gone on, more and more people in town have stopped using that and have started getting the internet through other ways, and I don't know how many other people are now left using this internet, but they decided that they can no longer afford to repair, replace, and so on. So last summer they laid down this long line of fiber optic cable all the way down the highway, about, I don't know, 7 miles or so, and And then those that want to, sometime this spring they will be hooking everybody up to it. And at that point, we'll have very fast, very reliable internet. But in the meantime, my internet has, especially the Wi-Fi, has gotten really, really unreliable. It usually works somewhere between 2:30 and 7 in the morning. The rest of the day, it could work. It might work, it might not. If it does work, it's really slow. It just spins and spins and spins. I always say it's kind of like Wi-Fi or the internet should be like pouring water from a pitcher into a glass, and there it is. And how it is here, it's more like you're pouring water through a straw, and sometimes it's like a stir straw that you use with your coffee, and then there's a pebble inside, and so it comes out, drip at a time, if that. So when I need Wi-Fi, like when I go to upload these videos, whatever, I have places in town, like my church and my friend's house and so on, that I can go to that have fast, reliable internet, and I can and they'll go zip, 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 and it will do what I need to do. So so there's that. So when I say so if you comment to me, reply to me, or whatever, or email me or whatever, and I don't get back to you, right away or that day or whatever, that's basically why. And then after a day or two, I lose track of them, and so if you don't hear from me at all, that's why. I get the notifications easier. I read them. It's just when I go to reply back, it just spins. So I just wanted to explain that to you guys, and hopefully, they're talking May. So I got another month or more of this. It's frustrating. I don't like it, but Jen is supposed to get a different kind of internet downstairs on Monday, and so she's gonna ask if I can, if I would be able to use it, and if that's if that would work, then things should improve quickly. So, well, let's see. So I think. Oh, people are asking about the finches. So there's the two babies. They aren't really babies anymore. They're eating. They're doing everything. They're, other than being young, they're basically they look and act like adults. But I don't have names. I have nicknames, but they probably should not keep those names. I don't know. The one has, let's see, Halo has a dark beak. All the rest of them have pink beaks. But one of the children has both colors. So the top of the beak is pink, and then the bottom is dark, and then the darkness goes up into the top beak, and then all of a sudden it becomes pink. So I've been calling that one two-toned. And I think that one might be a male because he's been making a lot of, like you might be able to hear it behind me. That's him or her, but I think it's a him. That continues like for a while, all day. And then the other one has a pink beak, but has a dark circle around one nostril, which is interesting. First I thought it was just dirty, but no, it's in the beak. So I've been calling that one Nostril. Obviously, like I said, these are nicknames, and I need to come up with better names, I guess. If not, these nicknames are going to stick, and that's And maybe your opinion is maybe two-tone the nostril or, good enough. So, I don't know. Names, giving them names are hard. Okay, 10 minutes, I can see that. So, on to story time. So today's story, as I notified in the title, is about the Bugle. That noise you just heard from RC, that's the sound he normally uses when somebody comes up the driveway, whether driving up or walking up. But he also does that to play tricks on the dogs. As I'm looking out the window, there is nobody there. So he was trying to get the dogs to go running and barking to the door, because normally that's what they do, because they know he can see the window and they can't unless they actually like sitting on a chair or the couch or whatever. But this time it didn't work. Mindy went up to look, she saw nothing was there, so wherever he is. I think he's right behind me. So, it didn't work this time. Yeah, I don't know where he is. Okay, so, story time. Bugle. So the Bugle has a very interesting story, and involves, hold on, just a little cold. I don't have the virus, just a little bit of cough and a little bit of sniffling. So that's it. So don't be all worried. So it involves a YouTube channel that I've mentioned before. The guy who owns a antique store in Canada. The channel name is Curiosity Inc. I've mentioned before his oldest son, Steven, has his own channel. He's a very talented artist, and he drew. I commissioned him to do a drawing of Joey for me, and I did show it to you in a previous talking video. So the Bugle has to do with how I found out about Curiosity Inc. in the first place. This was a year ago, January. This video kept popping up in my recommendation list, called I Bought a Hoarder House, and several days in a row of this, I finally clicked on it, and I watched the video. It was about an hour long, and I was interested. I was hooked, basically. So I subscribed, and I'm so glad I did. And so that one video turned into a months long, maybe a year long series. As Alex, he would the hoarder house was 3 hours away from his own where he lives, so he would go there on weekends for the entire weekend. And clean out this house. And the house, a little background information. The house belonged to, its owner was she was like 102, a famous pottery maker. She was in a nursing home at the time, and it was the family that reached out to Alex because they had previous business. I can't think of the word. Connections. That's the word I want. The previous business connections. So they approached him. Hey, this is house that's packed full of junk and whatever. You want to come take a look and find what you want, and we'll bulldoze the house. And Alex he went over there. He saw some things. He wanted more time to dig, so he ended up buying the house. That way, it was all his. And over time, and eventually, he went to go visit the woman who owned the house, and and learned more about her. and the Hoarder House series turned into the Potter's House series, and became this wonderful, magical series of videos as he cleaned out the house, and then went on to rehab it, to turn it into its former glory, and is now he still owns it, but he tried to sell it, but it's in a small town, and it's hard to sell a house, especially of its size, in a small town. So there's people renting it right now, and everybody seems to be happy. And he found a lot of stuff in there, including over 100 pieces of pottery that the pottery maker had made, and he auctioned off most of them. I have one piece that I was interested in. So that's all. That's that's all that, and so video 3 or episode 3 of the Potter's House series. About 30 minutes into it, he's in one of the bedrooms, and I think it was the one that he discovered the door was tied shut. The garbage and stuff was up above the doorknob, and then when he dug down, he found it was tied shut. I think that's the room that was in. Anyway, so he's in the he's in the room, and he's digging through stuff, and what he quickly found as he was digging through is that he had to go through. She had stuff in bags inside of a box, and then that would be inside of another box. She had stuff stuffed inside milk cartons. She had stuff in drawers, and I mean, it was, he had to go dig through every single thing, because he found so many treasures and so many cash. He found a load of cash, and it was in a wallet. Hidden inside a wallet, which was inside of a bag, which was inside of another bag, and that was inside of a sideboard type cupboard. So episode 3, 30 minutes in, he's in one of the bedrooms, and he's finding stuff, he's digging whatever, and he picks up this. It was 2 milk cartons. Jammed together into one long box, and he picks it up. I'm watching. He picks it up. He was wearing a GoPro at the time, so he pulls off the one milk carton and pulls out the Bugle. And I thought to myself, I want that Bugle. As a trumpet player, this was like, I've always wanted a Bugle. I thought this would be awesome. So then at the end of the video, he goes, if you see something you want, please let me know. Get a hold of me by, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So I immediately found him on Messenger, said how much for the Bugle. And I was thinking, well, it's going to be totally out of my price range, but it doesn't hurt to ask. He answers back, $30. I thought, what? Of course, that's $30 Canadian, which means be more like $20, $25 from American. So I asked, well, what's shipping? $17. And I'm thinking, I can get this Bugle for less than $50. That's not going to be a problem. So then I said, well, how do I get money to you? He said, PayPal. Well, then I had to figure out how to set up a PayPal account. That wasn't hard. I did that. Sent him the money. And a few weeks later, I got this box in the mail, and there's the Bugle. The Bugle story before that, no one knows. It's got a lot of dents in it. There's one big one there. There's a big one there. The bell, you can kind of see, is really bent up here. And right, let me find it. Right here right there is a little flecks of red paint. I can pick it off. Who knows what that's all about? The tuning slide, there's another big dent here, right there. Tuning slide, totally frozen. Um, it's obviously old because it's not shiny or anything. And the mouthpiece, I need to Tarnix it. Tarnix not a sponsor. Um, so it's got some black stuff, black gunk on it. When I play it, it's kind of even has kind of a musty taste to it, but and it's got this little ring on here. Don't know why. If you listen to and if you were watching the Bugle Boy video and you kept hearing this jiggle jiggle sound, that's what it was. It was that little ring. So, I thought, well, these little rings must be for a carrying strap. If these things, back, 50, 100 years ago, the bugle was used in battle as their, I assume, in camps, to motivate the soldiers, and so they didn't want to be, as they're marching along, the bugler didn't want to be carrying it, I assume. So have a strap and, carry it and use it as necessary. That's what I figured. So I went on, it would be neat to have a, vintage strap. So I went on Amazon and I searched. There was absolutely nothing. But I did find a YouTube channel of a guy. He's a professional bugle player. And so I subscribed to his channel, and then I got a hold of him and asked him about the strap, and he answered back and said, no, it's not for a strap. There's no such thing as a strap. It's those rings are for hanging a banner. In case, you have special guests and you want to be, kind of like more like a fanfare, type of thing. Okay, that makes sense, So, and he had links to some bugle music that you could buy, and then it would just be downloaded on your device or computer. So I bought three things of songs. I have also found out that you can buy brand new bugles, and that the bugles are actually, I don't know if they still are, but some of you know this, but I guess are used for Boy Scouts, I guess, Boy Scout camps and whatever. So that's cool. So, what's the story behind this? No one knows. And probably will never know. So that's the story of the bugle. I wanted to share with you one other thing. I have a trumpet and now a bugle. I do have another kind of horn, and it's called a post horn. And I want to know if any one of you have heard about this. And I keep it here at home, and I should probably play it more often. I don't. Just usually I'm busy. And so it's a very unusual looking instrument. Basically, if I were to describe it, I would say if a trumpet and a French horn had a baby, that's what it would look like. So I have this post horn. Isn't it cute? And so it's got the rotary valves like a French horn does. But you don't hold it like this, you hold it like this. And obviously, because you know. Anyway, so I wanted to play a little something. Some of you said that you would like me to play more songs. So I found a song in my old piano books. Easy, simple songs. I want to show you the cover for obvious reasons. And so I thought I'd play a little song to show you what it sounds like. It actually sounds like a trumpet. And it's a song that most of you, if not all of you, should be very familiar with. There we go. So I may keep playing it when I'm here alone in the house like this, just to give me something else to do. So I guess that's all I have right now. Where is everybody? Let's see, Milo's in his cage. Back there. I'm not sure where RC is. Oh. Okay. This is RC's latest thing. I don't know if you can see him. So I'm gonna take this right here. Whoa. Right there. RC. That's his latest thing, is sitting there with the bell over his head. And well, there's actually two things he likes to do, and the other thing I need to get on video because it is so cute. And I won't tell you what it is, but it happens in that same general area. And let's see, we'll go like this. So everybody's in the nest except for two-toned. So, of course, parakeets are sleeping. It is birdie nap time. So anyway, so that's all I have. I've started working on Sunday's song, and then start planning on next Wednesday's video. I'm hoping that Jen and I can get the Yum box done. That's sitting there. That one should be fun. Well, at least to watch. I don't know. There's something in there I'm kind of scared of. So I guess we're going on 30 minutes. So I know at least one of you said, that it's kind of hard to watch this long. You need to pause it and continue on later. If that's what happened, if that's what you have to do, then you have to do. So I will call it end of my story, and everybody have a great day. Try to stay busy and active, and positive attitude, and stay well. So until later, bye.